Hey guys, Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Dark Knight Returns collectible Horse Waves Batman. I got this guy at my local Target. They just recently got the whole wave in, but all I needed was Batman. I'm glad to have the regular edition. They didn't have any platinums. I do want a platinum edition of Batman. So, because I'm thinking of repainting it like the blue version, but I bet we're going to get a blue version down the line. But I'm very excited to open this guy up. This is the figure I wanted most out of this wave, and he is the final figure I need to finish the horse. I love how you can see everything here. The front legs are kind of hidden behind the packaging there, but you can still see it poking out a little bit. Got the name on the side. You got the diagram back here for how to build the horse. And then you got this awesome image. I really wish this was the trading card image because I really do like that image a lot. And plus you do get the horse in it, so it would have been cool. 10 moving parts for the horse. Very excited. Here are the other figures in the wave. Already have them. Barcode at the bottom. These guys should be hitting targets. I mean, they've already been hitting, but they should be hitting soon if they haven't. You got Batman, The Dark Knight Returns at the side. And at the top. So let's get to it and crack this guy open. Batman comes with the tail and the two front legs to the horse. I did want to do this in its own video, but to heck with it, I'm going to build it right now. So let's get to it and build the horse. So grab the two torso pieces from Carrie Kelly. The head came with the Joker. Let's see how you do this. This is going to be a very interesting one. So I think you do that. And then you attach it. Oh. Do you attach the body first, then the head, or the head, then the body, then the head? Or then the head and the body at the same time? I don't know. I haven't done this before. But let's, get this guy built. Let's see. Let's see here. There. You just slide this. Okay, you need to do. Okay, I bet the head goes in. The head goes in first. It looks like, and then you gotta snap these pieces together. There we go. Body is assembled. Let's put the saddle on. I think you're supposed to put the saddle through the front of the horse, but I think you can probably do it from the back too. There we go, saddle is on. You got the saddle. And then this is the left leg. LQ, does the other one have an R on it? Yeah, this is the right leg, so let's plug that in. There you go. Did not want to move. Okay, then this one will plug into the left. There. I wonder if these are on the right way. Yeah, they should be. And then you plug in the back leg, so this should be the right leg. Does it say? Does it say right leg? Let me look at the other one. I'm trying to see which leg this is. Oh, that makes sense anyways. So you plug that back here. No, that's backwards. Plug that. There you go. And then you plug this in. there. And then let's put on the saddle strap first, because I took it off just so I could put on the head a little bit easier. They did just peg off, so let's just put that back in. Oh, hold on. I think it's backwards. My bad. They are backwards. Or, no, they're not. I thought they were. And then let's put the tail. Just plug it right. There's a hole right there. Just plug it in, and then bam, we got ourselves a horse. So yeah, let's take a closer look at him. What do you get when you finish the Dark Knight Returns wave? You get a horse, of course. I don't know. I thought that was dumb, but yeah, we got a horse. We finally have the horse all built up. Oh, this thing looks awesome. This thing's beautiful. And it wasn't that hard to put together. The hardest thing was the body. Right off the bat, I do have a few complaints. It does not like to stand like all the way on all fours. Like it kind of floats a little bit, and you'll see when you like build it up. It kind of floats a little bit. So having some articulation points, like having the legs move out, would have been nice, so you can get it standing a lot better. But it stands quite nicely. This thing, oh my god, it looks awesome. It's very heavy too. Like the body is hollow, but it's super heavy. It's very heavy. You got this beautifully sculpted tail. Look at that. That's like really well done. It is articulated, so you can get some motion out of it. But that looks amazing. Got an awesome looking saddle. Look at that. It even has the Batman logo on it. But that leather texture looks great. Love the silver paint apps for the buckles and, the footrests. Absolutely magnificent. And then you got this, I forget what this is called. But you got the little rope here. That's great, connects to the front of the horse like you saw. It just, pegs right in there at the mouth or near the mouth. And you got the little straps on the face, nice buckles and, silver for them. This thing is absolutely stunning. And honestly, this is what I expect for a Build-A-Figure, This thing is amazing. And Todd has really outdone himself with this guy. What would we name this horse? I don't know. Just Bat Horse, I guess, because they didn't really have a name. But I love this head sculpt. It looks great. Let's put the head down a little bit. I love the sculpt of the mane and the eyes. It looks like a real horse. This thing is just absolutely amazing. And it has articulation to it too, so let's take a look at that really quick. The head can look down that much. It can move up a little bit, and it stops right there. That's the neck. And then the head does move side to side. But it does kind of look weird with the mane splitting apart. As you can see, the mane does split apart a little bit. But then, you get a little bit of tail. It doesn't look up as much or down. Tail's even articulated. You can, it's on a little ball peg, so you can, put it up like that, down like that, and you can even rotate it. And that's awesome. So you can get a little sense of motion out of the tail for posing and photography. That is super cool. And then the back legs, they, move out that much. They move forward. You got a single jointed knee that moves, out that much. It moves in that much. And the ankles, move back. They hinge forward. And they rotate at the ball right there and at the ankle. No peg holes. I thought there'd be peg holes on the horse. And the front legs move out that much. They move back. A single jointed knee. And then you got an upper calf rotation. And then upper ankle rotation. And then lower ankle rotation. And then the ankles do hinge at the bottom. Like that. And wow, what an amazing Build-A-Figure. Like, only Todd would come up with something like this. I gotta say, this is amazing. This is awesome. Would I have my Batman on this guy, or displayed it on the horse? Probably not, but I do plan on getting that new Gunslinger spawn. And when I do get him, I will be definitely displaying him on this horse. So, yeah, I have Batman opened up, so let's actually take a look at his accessories, and let's, get a look at the figure. Taking a look at Batman's accessories, he comes with a basic DC Multiverse stand. You have a trading card with great action figure photography. On the back, you got a little bio. If you want to read it, pause it right now. In the package, he comes with, equipped with 2 gripping hands, so he can hold on to that horse string and then the bat rope over here. It's pre-posed. It's okay looking. I do like how he's holding it in the trading card, so that's cool. But I don't really see many uses for this. But it's still cool to have. And then he has interchangeable fisted hands, which are most definitely handy and definitely something I'm going to display him with. So, yeah, let's get to it and look at the figure. Now, let's take a closer look at the Dark Knight himself. Taking a closer look at this head, it is undoubtedly Frank Miller. That is just such a rugged looking head sculpt. I love this head. It looks awesome. You got the gritting teeth. You got... It just looks really good. I don't know what the hell just happened with my camera. I was just trying to get this thing to focus. But yeah, that looks awesome. I really do like it. The bat symbol, you got awesome texturing. I do have a paint blemish right there, but I do like the leather texture on it. The suit itself looks great. I do like the gray. The belt looks great. Not my favorite looking belt, but nothing says... I know this isn't a 90s story, but nothing says 90s than a bunch of pouches. Am I right? Because that's all this belt is just about a bunch of pouches. All the way through and through. We got the trunks here. And you got, the boots. Overall, I love the texturing and just the sculpt of this design. I did think he'd share parts of Superman, but he does not. This is 100% unique sculpting to him. And I like that a lot. And you got the gloves. See, he has the gripping hands on. Very tight, so if you want to put anything in these hands, you might want to heat them up, because they are very tight and stiff. They do not want to open up. I could barely get the bat rope in there, so you might want to heat the hands up. I like the sculpting. You got the scallops and the wrinkles, even some, seam lines on the gloves. They look great. You got a cape. Not my favorite. I mean, it does feel nice and it's pliable, so it's not like a hard stiff cape, but everything is folded up on top of each other, and I don't really like it when they do that. But with this cape, it's okay. But I just wish it was more of a solid cape than everything being folded on it. Because I know they did with, I think, Superman and a bunch of other capes in the line. But this is cool. I do like it. So let's get to it and, take a look at his articulation. Taking a closer look at Batman's articulation, his head can look up that much. It can look down. It can look side to side. And you got some head pivot. The shoulders move out that much. They move down. They rotate 360. You got a butterfly joint. single jointed elbows that come to about 90, and then it rotates at the elbow too. Then the wrists do hinge like that, and then they rotate. Torso does not want to move. It's very stiff, but it doesn't really crunch. It doesn't really crunch back. Kind of tilts, and it does rotate. But the lower abs do more, so they do crunch back a little bit. They don't really want to crunch forward again. They kind of pivot, and they do rotate at there. But yeah, the torso articulation could have been better. The hips kick out that much. They kick forward, they kick back. They have a lot of rotation up here, which really negates the upper thigh cut here. This one doesn't want to rotate, but really negates the upper thigh cut. But it's still nice to have that thigh cut here, so you just have an extra point of articulation. Got double jointed knees. The ankles rotate. They do pivot, and they move down, they move up, and you have toe articulation. And before we get to the comparisons, let's get to it and put this Batman on the horse. This is going to be very exciting. So you gotta move the legs out a little bit, kick out the cape. There. You gotta get his legs, his foot in. Oh my god, how are we gonna do this? His hands do not want to open up. I might have to unhook this again, just so it can get it an easier time getting it in. You know what? Hold on. Maybe if I do this, and that doesn't seem to be working. Hold on. I'll be right back. And here's Batman riding the horse. This looks badass. I gotta say, I freaking like this a lot. Look at that. This looks awesome. I like this a lot. He doesn't sit all the way on the horse. It does kind of look awkward when you look at it from the side, but at the front, it looks a lot better. And these hands were a real pain to get into these things. Like, holy crap. I actually had to heat them up and, pry the hands open. They are such a stiff plastic, so fair warning, you're going to have to heat those hands up to get anything in them. Yeah, but after getting Batman on the horse, he looks dope. I really do like this a lot. And this is what I expect from a Build-A-Figure, Something like, something big, something unique. And that's what I like about Todd's Build-A-Figures a lot. Because he goes, he goes above and beyond with them, really. And he does, these interesting things with them. Like, have we ever seen a horse Build-A-Figure before? No, we have not. So this is a first, in action figure lines. And so I really do like this a lot. And just, let's measure out the horse right now since it's already here. So from the tallest point is about 8.5 inches. I'm putting the tail all the way. The width span is about 14 inches long. And then the width, let's get the width of the butt over here. is about 2¼ inches wide. I gotta say, I like this a lot. I really do like this display option. Again, I may not have Batman riding the horse. If we do get a blue variant, I will probably display him, that version, on this horse because it's more accurate to the comic. But yeah, this looks really cool. I gotta say, this looks really cool. I can't wait to, post this guy around. Can he stand on his hind legs? No way! What the hell? I just got him. I just had him standing on his. I have him standing on his hind legs with Batman. That is. Oh, hold on. He's probably held up on it by his tail. Yeah, he was being held up by his tail, but that's still a lot of weight for how much tail it's leaning on. That's so cool. Like, oh my God, this is such an awesome Build-A-Figure. I love this thing a lot. Oh, it wants to pop out, but this is awesome. And so, yeah, let's get to the comparisons, shall we? Now to measure this Batman out. He stands at about 7¼ inches tall. And then comparing this Batman next to some other comic book Batman figures. Here he is next to the 3 Jokers and the Rebirth Batman. And if you wanted to use this Batman as your main Batman, you could if you really wanted to. But it's still very stylized in the Frank Miller art style. And then here he is next to the DC Multiverse Armored Batman from McFarlane Toys. I do like this scaling. I do like how much taller this Armored Batman is next to this regular Batman. Because he is in a armored suit, so he should be at least, very tall, much taller than the regular suited Batman. And here he is next to the rest of the wave. We got Joker, Carrie Kelly Robin, and Superman. And I gotta say, McFarlane Toys has killed it with this wave. This is such a great wave. And I love seeing these guys standing next to each other. They look great. The scaling is almost perfect. I gotta say, it's really good. And I love the scale with Carrie Kelly next to Batman and everyone else. And doing the ranking for this wave was very difficult because I love every single one of these figures. They're all really good. But to do a ranking, at the very bottom, I'm giving it to the Joker. What an awesome figure. Love the sculpting and the paintwork on this guy. It's definitely a really cool look for the Joker. I always liked Frank Miller's take on him. But the one thing that really hurts him is the articulation. The lack of torso and bicep swivel really hurt this figure. And that's why he gets the number 5 spot. It's not a bad figure, but it could have been better with some extra articulation. And then at number 4, I'm giving it to Superman. Another great figure. Really like this figure a lot. Goes really good with, the rest of the wave and the Armored Batman, which I really do like having those two fight each other, which is the main reason I really wanted to get the Superman, so I can put him next to my Armored Batman. Just, his head isn't my favorite, and just the whole wave is just really good. So, yeah. And then at number 3, I'm giving it to Robin. Robin surprised me a lot. This was one of my least anticipated figures. And I'm glad to have the regular edition because I got this one off of Amazon. I'm glad they didn't send me the Platinum edition. I love the articulation. I love her size. She is super small, which fits perfectly with everyone else. One of my favorite things about this figure is the hair. I do love the hairstyle. I do like how it's sculpted and painted very well. And overall, it's just an awesome figure. Very good. Then at number 2, I'm giving it to Batman. Awesome design, awesome figure, great sculpting, great articulation all around. Just had a lot of fun with this guy. And it's not much I really can say. He's just such a fun figure. And then number 1 goes to the horse, of course. This thing is awesome. I mean, if you've seen the rest of this review, like, you can really tell I love this thing. It's such an awesome Build-A-Figure, and I want to see more really cool Build-A-Figures like this from McFarlane Toys, because really, it's so cool. I really do like this thing a lot. So yeah. And here's Batman on the horse. This horse is on its hind legs. Again, it is kind of being kickstanded by the tail, but this thing is awesome. There's really nothing like too bad I can say about this. This whole wave is so good. I really like how this looks. This whole wave has been so fun to pose around with. I don't know. This may be McFarlane's best Build-A-Figure wave. It's hard to compete with that Batman Beyond wave that they did. It's so good. So good. Look at that horse. I can't stop geeking out over this thing. This thing is awesome. And the Batman is really good. I love the articulation, the sculpting on it. Again, the cape could have been better, but it still works fine as it is. This horse, you've heard me say it a million times, but I love this thing. The articulation, the sculpting is awesome for the horse. It's just really good. And I gotta say, it's just a very unique Build-A-Figure. We've never seen something like this before from any line. I know McFarlane's gonna release a horse for the Witcher line, I believe. But it's not something I'm really interested in getting. But having this in hand is just really good. I really gotta say, this whole wave is a 10 out of 10. They did an awesome, magnificent job on this wave, giving us a very unique Build-A-Figure, which I don't think we'll see from any other line. Like, I've never seen Marvel Legends do something like this. They have done the Build-A-Wings, but that is nothing compared to Build-A-Horse. I can't stop, man. This thing is awesome. All the articulation points on this guy is really good. I love the saddle, love the detailing on the saddle. This Batman figure is very fun to pose around too. And all the figures in the wave are very faithful to the artwork of Frank Miller. And it just works very well. If you want these guys, they are hitting Targets like right now. They also are at Walmart, and I do believe they're on Amazon too. So if you want to get these guys, go check out those places. So if you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because I really, really enjoyed this figure a lot. Well, every figure in this wave I liked a lot. All of them are really good, and the Build-A-Figure is just outstanding. This Build-A-Figure is really, really well done, and I just gotta give it to Todd, man. He does not disappoint with his figures, and this wave is no exception. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.